Live, local, breaking news. This is WYFF News 4 at 6 in high definition.
First, the ice, now very dangerous cold. This is Asheville High School, where the effects of the storm were still on the ground, but the weather you can't see is the big story tonight.
That's what we're going to talk about right now. We begin with Chief Meteorologist John Cesarus. John, this is truly life-threatening cold. We haven't seen this kind of thing in years.
In a long time. This is one of the coldest air masses we've seen since records were kept back in the late 1800s.
Right.
It's especially when we're talking wind chills. A lot of times we've had some really cold air in the upstate. The mountains have always had some Arctic air. But in the upstate, we've had some colder temperatures, but not the wind chills. Usually we don't deal with the wind chills this low. And I'll show you that in just a second. How about the temperatures outside right now? Already 14 in Boone, 20 in Asheville, 30 in Greenville, 30 also in Anderson, 34 degrees currently in Spartanburg. Scattered flurries and snow showers continue across the area. Already have had a dusting to a couple of inches of snow in through the mountains of North Carolina. And even a couple of flurries being reported during the day in the upstate. As forecasted, I figured we have a couple of flurries associated with this Arctic front. And as it continues to push off to our southeast, the extremely cold air will start to arrive. And look at this, a wind chill warning starts at 7 o'clock tonight. That's an hour from now. Minus 10 to minus 35 degree wind chills in western North Carolina, the North Georgia mountains. Everyone else, a wind chill advisory. Temperatures below zero when you wake up tomorrow morning, probably about 3 or 4 below zero in the Greenville, Spartanburg, Anderson area early tomorrow morning. Very, very cold and record cold for the next several days. Now back to you, Carol.
John, thank you. Right now, a lot of sprains and fractures being treated at local hospitals, all because of accidents caused by this cold weather. WYFF News 4's Corey Davis spoke with a doctor treating a lot of these patients. He's live and local in Greenville for us. Corey?
Carol, Dr. Hoffman over at Bon Secours St. Francis told me a lot of the injuries are caused by ice. And actually, in fact, I pulled off this chunk of ice off the steps of a home here on Earl Street in Greenville. I want to show you here. He says these steps are a good example of what he's talking about when people walk outside and they just don't realize there's ice on the steps, on their driveways, on the road. And he said in some cases it's hard to see the ice under the slush that is formed.
I mean, you can have people, depending on how far they fall, if they're going down the stairs, they hit their head, they land on their wrist and break a wrist, break ankles.
So far, 3 area hospitals have treated nearly 130 people for cold-related injuries. Greenville Health Systems had 92 patients. The majority were from car accidents, and they also saw 31 slips and falls. Bon Secours St. Francis have had 25 cases, mostly from people falling down, and Spartanburg Medical Center treated all kinds of injuries from sprains, cuts, hip fractures, and injuries caused by car accidents. Now, Dr. Hoffman says that it's definitely, the ice out here is definitely a big risk to everyone, but he's also worried about frostbite and hypothermia. He says that he's hoping not to see any of those cases as the temperatures continue to drop. Corey Davis, WYFF News 4, live tonight in Greenville.
More on the cold later. Thank you, Corey. We appreciate that. It has been a deadly flu season so far. We're learning more tonight about the upstate impact of that. WYFF News 4's Ashley Swan, live and local tonight in Lawrence County. Ashley, we've reported 7 deaths in Lawrence County alone, right?
That's right, Michael. The latest, a 9-year-old girl, a 3rd grader here at Bryson Elementary School.
It's scary, especially considering we've got children that same age.
Fears and heartbreak in Simpsonville after the death of a Bryson Elementary School student the Lawrence County coroner says died from the flu. An online obituary for 9-year-old Tasha Grieg says she was a 3rd grader at the school, one of 3 girls who loved art, swimming, and her family.
Having kids of our own, we know that it must be really difficult during this time to be without their child and lose them in such a horrific, tragic way.
The Department of Health tells us more than 100 people have died in South Carolina from the flu this season alone. Many, like Tasha, had symptoms that came on fast.
Every flu season, we do see individuals who are previously healthy, who do not fall in any of those risk groups, who may have severe complications, including hospitalizations and even deaths.
The coroner says Tasha died of the H3N2 strain, which health officials tell us causes more severe symptoms than other strains. A Bryson Elementary spokesperson says the school has been cleaned and sanitized according to health department regulations.
We have faith in the school system that they've done a good job to notify parents and get the school sanitized or, clean the best of their possibility to make sure that other kids are protected.
And tonight it is not known if little Tasha had gotten a flu shot, which health officials urge anyone over the age of 6 months to have. We are told grief counselors will be on hand when students and staff return here to the school. Ashley Swan, WYFF News 4, live tonight in Simpsonville.
Ashley, thank you. Power outages kept work crews busy in Anderson County today. Toppled trees made it tough for Duke Energy to reach some of the fallen power lines. So tree cutting crews would clear away the branches first. Efforts to restore power took place all night. And meantime, some families who were left in the dark and cold at home opted to stay at an American Red Cross shelter. Many of us can only imagine not having a place to call home, especially when the temperatures dip this low. WYFF News 4's Mandy Gaither is live and local in Anderson County. And Mandy, some homeless are seeking refuge tonight.
Well, right, I just checked in with the Salvation Army, and they do still have some free beds at their shelter at this hour. One thing that surprised us today at the Anderson Emergency Soup Kitchen was that there were actually less people there than normal. About 41 people were served a meal today. Usually up to 80 go through there. Those who run the soup kitchen think their usuals are getting fed at one of the 2 shelters that have opened up here in Anderson, or they're just staying put, not wanting to walk in these frigid temperatures. We introduced you to Fred Gilbo at 5. We met him at the soup kitchen today. He's homeless and slept in an abandoned house last night.
So you stayed last night in an abandoned house?
Mm-hmm.
Were you warm?
Yeah.
How?
How? Went to sleep. You go to sleep, you can't feel nothing.
Are you worried that that could be dangerous? Because you might not wake up if you get too cold.
I mean, I was up on the blanket, so, you know, I bundled up. I got about 3 coats on now.
Now tonight, Fred didn't want to take a chance. He is staying at the Haven of Rest. Mandy Gaither, WYFF News 4, live in Anderson.
Thank you, Mandy. Warming shelters will be open on South Towers and Tolley Streets. And if you need transportation to the shelter, call 260-4444. There are also warming centers opening up in Oconee, Spartanburg, Lawrence, and Union counties. If you need to find a shelter near you, go to WYFF4.com or use our mobile app to help you find one.
And in this deep freeze, it is also important to remember people who have homes but no way of leaving them. WYFF News 4's Mike McCormick is live and local in Spartanburg. Mike, you're at Mobile Meals tonight, right?
Yeah, that's right, Michael. And for the past 2 days, they haven't been very mobile. That's mostly because sidewalks, driveways, and stairs and walkways at homes have not been safe enough for the volunteers. Today, we were the only ones making noise in the quiet kitchen at Mobile Meals. That's because the charity was closed for a second day, all because of Monday night's mess. Don't worry, though.
Good morning.
Mobile Meals planned ahead. The elderly and other shut-in recipients may not have heard that familiar greeting Tuesday or Wednesday.
How you feel?
But they did get frozen meals last Friday and on Monday morning to get them through.
We have to look at the big picture. We're super concerned about our recipients. That's why we're getting the frozen and the hot meals out. But we've got to be very concerned about our volunteers.
Still, the concern continues.
I can't imagine 1 degree. That's what my phone says it's going to be tomorrow night.
Thursday and Friday's deliveries will come with a safety check, making sure recipients safely weather the dangerous dip in temperatures.
Some of our volunteers are sick or are fearful of getting out in the weather.
Now they need substitute drivers. If you can't volunteer, at least take a lesson from the lifeline Mobile Meals provides.
We should take better care of our family and our friends and our lonely neighbors. And I think this is a wonderful opportunity for us to do that.
And if you can volunteer to deliver 4 Mobile Meals in the next 2 days, call the number on your screen. It's 864-573-7684. Mike McCormick, WYFF News 4, live tonight in Spartanburg.
Thank you, Mike. Dozens of anglers preparing for what they call the Super Bowl of fishing tournaments, the Bassmaster Classic. These guys compete around the world for one of these spots, and they'll be out on Lake Hartwell all weekend long, trying to catch the fattest basses they can for a $300,000 prize. But they were out today practicing despite the cold.
I'm from as far south Florida as you can get, the probably guy in the farthest south in the crowd here, but you know, these fish are used to it. I expect good weights. These are the best anglers in the world, so I expect a wonderful event and a great turnout at the weigh-ins also.
We'll be there Friday morning with the anglers starting at 4:30 on WYFF News 4 Today. And if you want to check out how you can take part, head to WYFF4.com for a list of the events.